Hey guys, my name is Simpzy. How are you all doing? Welcome back to some more Medieval Kingdoms Total War 1212 AD campaign. Here today, we're going to be declaring war upon Ireland and Wales and hopefully taking the entirety of their regions. So guys, if you still are enjoying this Scotland campaign and would like to see more, the best way to ensure more content is to leave a like, subscribe with notifications on, let me know in the comment section down below feedback and suggestions for the series thus far. If you're not enjoying it, of course, feel free to leave a dislike. So guys, if you haven't gone to see the last episode, highly recommend you do. We started off with humble beginnings in Scotland, however, we did have some problems. Now, unfortunately, due to the Irish not being complete in this campaign, you can't manually resolve the Battle of Dublin. So, in turn, that caused a lot of consequences, as my army wasn't strong enough to win in an auto-resolve. I made the decision to instead go to war with the Welsh, and it gave me another whole host of problems. So, we peaced out with Ireland, and we did manage to get a decent payment, about 2,000 from them. We declared war upon the Welsh, however, it was one season away from winter. So, we fought a battle against the Welsh in the last episode. Our casualties were far too high to survive the winter, and most of the army, which was their full stack, did fled to southern Wales, but the main garrison actually fled, so the garrison wasn't weak enough to take. So, I had to head back to Edinburgh and sort of lick my wounds. So, this is where we are now. In today's episode, we're going to be pushing into Dublin, which we have to auto-resolve. We don't have a choice because some of the textures and the faction isn't finished, so you can't manually play it. We'll push against the Welsh as well, and we'll hopefully have the entire region of Caledonia and Wales. So, I currently have my son, Prince Alexander, here with a full stack. I have also upgraded my army quite significantly, so we have 6 units of Foot Knights, 4 units of Templar Knights, Crusaders here, 3 units of Archers, and 4 units of Templar and Crusader Cavalry. So we actually have proper heavily armoured, heavy melee infantry now. Pushing further north into Edinburgh, we have Donald here with an army. So we're slowly getting back on track. We have 2,000 in our war chest, however, we're currently making a negative -13. Diplomacy-wise, we're currently at war with the Irish. They declared war upon me. As you can see, they're currently textured with their Total War Attila style faction. They even look like some of the what were they called? I can't remember. What was the Scottish faction called in Total War Attila? Regardless, once we manage to get Wales and Ireland under our control, the world's trade network will open up to us and we'll make a decent amount of money. Okay, technology-wise, we're going down Crusader Kings, which gives us papers of... I don't know if we really need to do that now, because I really wanted to go down there to get better quality spearmen and stuff, but I think my army is actually quite competent at the moment. I reckon we can do a lot with this instead of spending those turns. I think we should go back to the windmill and get better quality wealth from agriculture. Okay, trade-wise, we've only got trade with the English. We are currently producing some manufactured goods, and we're importing English wine from southern France. Diplomacy-wise, diplomacy-wise we're good. So family tree-wise, it has sort of changed things up a bit. So William is still currently king. He's 75 years of age, but he's blind. I've married off my 2 daughters now, one to Kenneth and one to Donald. However, Alexander, my son, 20 years of age, has married a princess of France. Now, this is incredibly interesting because the French are massively on the back foot. Philip, who is currently 18. This must be a different Philip. The French only have 2 settlements left, and they're on the precipice of defeat. However, I made the decision with their king. This would have been Philip's sister, yes. She's 20. So, I negotiated with Philip and said, we will protect... Mary, I think her name was. Yeah, we'll protect Mary. I'll marry her to my son. So the future kings of Scotland will have French blood. So Alexander's children will be half Scottish and half French, which in turn gives us a claim to the Kingdom of France itself. We can push into the northern France, push into Aquitaine and stuff, which I thought is quite cool. So the heirs of Scotland will be half French. Okay, well, I think I'm ready to have the Siege of Dublin. My papal standing is currently, I don't know if it's 4 or is it -4? It's 4 at the moment. So we do get some public order issues. His Holiness has little good to say about you. Let's actually have a look at them. Exactly, right. So he actually doesn't mind me too much. Is when we attack and kill other Christian factions, it's a problem. Regardless, let's push up to Dublin here now. Okay, so even the order resolve isn't too much in my favour. Hopefully that gets a bit better once we build some siege equipment and construct it. But as you can see, the unit model for the Irish is from Total War Attila. That's why. It's kind of unfortunate we can't have the Siege of Dublin, but that's the hand we've been dealt. Let's end the turn and continue now. And let's see if they come out against us. So guys, let me know in the comment section down below where you'd like me to expand and conquer. My main objective for this series is to knock out the English and unite Ireland and the United Kingdom under one Scottish banner. I imagine we're going to have to take territory in France to get rid of the English as well, in Normandy and Aquitaine. And I also want to go on crusade. I feel like the Scottish should hold territory in Egypt, Cairo, Jerusalem. So, the Irish want to peace out with me here. The 2,000. I'm not going to accept that. Oh, and they've actually fought me here. Now, I can't fight this one on the field of battle because of those units. It's just too buggy. It keeps on crashing every single time. So, we're going to have to cross our fingers and hope that we get a favourable auto-resolve. We're currently outnumbered by 400 troops there. We have 2,770, 3,140. It's just this faction that's bugged. It's so bullshit. Regardless, we're going to go with a balanced stance, and we're fighting to the bitter end, or lager end. Close victory. We've captured 253. Now the Irish are a Catholic faction. I would normally kill the captives. However, the Pope will be very pissed off with us. So, we've got a couple of options. We can ransom and get 500 gold. We lose integrity. However, I'm going to take on reinforcements. I think I'm going to go with that. Because we're going to have to push for Dublin. Whoa, Wales has declared war upon me. What's this? Oh, okay. So it looks like we're going to have to strike them a little bit earlier than what I would have liked. Religious request. Alexander's now moved up in rank. So, my son and future king, Alex, is going to have the Siege of Dublin. We're currently in autumn now. The siege equipment has been built, and we're finally going to be able to take the city of Dublin against the Irish Scourge. It's taken us some time to get decent reinforcements. Oh, we've lost 2 units of foot knights there. Crikey. So, let's loot and occupy the settlement. Even though, oh, the thing is, right, it's going to be Catholic, isn't it? I want to get that money. I want to get that 6,000 instead of just straight up occupying. Let's loot and occupy the city. And hopefully it doesn't piss too many Pope. Yeah, it is. Look at this. Papal favour decreased. You have sacked a defenceless Christian settlement after it yielded to your armies. The Pope is greatly disappointed. Your papal is just... Oh, no! But it's gone back up. Because we... Yeah, okay, right. So we constructed a religious building. Right, okay. Regardless, we have taken Dublin for ourselves now, which is a fort. We're going to break that down. It's going to cost too much to convert, probably. So let's repair for the time being. So we got a fishing dock here. We're going to break... it's going to cost too much to convert as well. So we're going to have to break that down because I want it to be a trading post. We have a... Oh, military order... Yeah, we've already got one of them. There's no need for a secondary one. And especially here in the region of Caledonia, we don't really need too much of a religious influence. However, we've got some gallows here, which gives a minus corruption. We're not so much of a large empire yet to have that as a problem. So I'm going to break that down, and I might build a tavern. That might be better spent. But regardless, we've beaten the Irish here today. Let's make peace with the Welsh, because I am not really too inclined to go to war with them just yet. I would only do it for a decent payment. Regardless, let's get back on the recruitment train up in the north. So, we can get some more dismounted swordsmen, which is good. Because I'd rather go with these guys if I can. So, let's do that then, up here. So let's go with some dismounted Templar and some dismounted Hospitaller as well. And that's probably all we can afford for the time being. And we can't get any more within this army itself. It's in the same region, isn't it? So you can just actually get straight up here. That's cool. Okay. I think it's got something to do with that military build, that church building there. I'm just trying to think with this. Should I just get some more? Yeah, we're gonna still be a little bit bankrupt as well, aren't we? All right, cool. Okay, I think I'm ready to end the turn and continue. Now, I was planning on breaking this down. I'm actually going to repair, even though it costs 1,500, because once I repair the port, we're actually going to be able to trade. Even though I don't want this fishing docks, I would rather a trade building. That's going to be more beneficial for us. So, let's end the turn and continue. Alexander's now gone up in stats. We'll go with wealth from governing province. And I want to get the future king to go down to the legend sort of status stuff. Yeah, motivator as well. My army's now gone up in stats as well. Cool beans. Let's end the turn and continue. And make preparations to go to war with the Welsh. So, a rebellion has popped up. That's fine. We can deal with that quite easily. Oh, okay. Welcome to the top of the turn. An unscrupulous rival has spread foul rumours. We'll pay him off. Okay. Why has Neil's portrait changed there? Oh, it hasn't. It was just in that negotiation. Okay. Kind of scared me a bit that he was going to declare a civil war or something. Okay. Whoa, the Welsh have gone up here. Why is that? Oh, even they've got access to dismounted Templar Knights. That's very cool. Okay, so we've got this rebel army here. I would actually ideally like to sort of let it... I'd kind of like to let it stay there so it gets our public order down, because it loses 20 per turn. It's nearly quite worth it if you're going to win straight away. However, these guys are exhausted here. We could actually hit and take the Welsh out, but we don't have an army nearby. Because that can get back, can't it? Do I send this army down, stop the recruitment of this, take Wales, and then risk Dublin actually falling into enemy hands? Because I don't think I can do both. Seizing Wales is crucial. If we can avoid fighting this, that's massive. And even if they do go further north or disembark, they're not going to be able to get us. I'm going to stop the recruitment of this. I'm going to get rid of this rebellion. Because I still think, even if we take this attrition, we'll probably be alright. So let's get rid of this. We can always come back as well. So there's nothing too set in stone. So let's take on warriors here. So we still can hit Wales. So let's do that then. We shall go for an amphibious attack. And then let's see the order resolve. We might have to play it. Okay, that's a lot better than what I thought. Let's move this secondary army further south. Or should we just get it to start recruiting some soldiers? There's nothing we can recruit within one turn. Except for some hillmen here. Let's do that. That might not be a bad shout. And then getting them to go down to Dublin or something if they do get attacked. Yeah, let's do that. Let's get you to go down to Dublin. Because Dublin can actually get hit. Oh, it can't, but it's very close. Okay, let's just quickly spam some shitty Highlanders. 4's going to be enough. So let's go and take Wales now. That's crazy that they sailed away like that. Good, we're going to have some rapid expansion. And let's finish them off here. Decisive victory. Good. Let's loot and occupy the settlement. Oh, but the Pope's going to get pissed off again. So you really have to occupy. Ah, that sucks. And what's happened here? Wine resource. Really? Wine resource gained. Oh. Okay. There's a Catholic priory here. That's cool. And let's repair that shipyard. Right, I'm going to take that because that 21 is still valuable. And it's already built up. And let's break down this noble's demise. So we still can't trade. Cannot establish a trade route. Why? Because it still needs to be repaired. It's still that one turn. Okay, it's interesting to see what's happened here now. Dublin, let's convert that. I guess it needs to be trade. It just needs to be a trade node. Good, we're finally getting our economy back on track. So that's fine here. That's good. Okay, 35,000. I don't think we're going to need that army just yet, but it's probably not a bad shout just in case we get attacked here. So, let's end the turn and continue. Kenneth has gone up in stats. Let's go with a minus construction. And we can get a new governor in here. Let's send Neil into Mercia. I do currently have a army raise levies going on in Caledonia. I think we should go with... Yeah, we're not sort of too much in a rush for those levies. So let's go with, yeah, back to this. Construction, rule, houses and stuff. Wealth, growth, agriculture bonus. Let's go back with that. Okay, cool. Let's end the turn and continue and see how the Welsh react to this. Will they try and disembark in Inverness or Scotland, or will they try and come back and retake Wales, or maybe they might strike Dublin? I'm not entirely sure. I don't know why they would attack me and then leave. Maybe they don't have line of sight over the channel there? I don't know. It's going to be interesting regardless. William, oh no! The King of Scotland is dead. 75 years of age. William the Blind has died. Alexander has now succeeded him. Oh no, hopefully this doesn't throw us into a bit of a problem here. So Alexander, I guess it would be, Alexander the Great. Okay, so let's continue to move everyone up, the officers and staff. We're 85, we're 58% now, 34. So we're still very much in a hairy position here. Alexander is king. He's got a French wife. They need to have some children, quick, fast. And Isabel and Margaret need to have some children as well. That would be ideal. So the Welsh have come back here, and if they attack me, we'll throw them back into the sea from whence they came. Okay, so we have 78,000 in the bank now. So why can't I cannot trade as a sea route from their capital cannot be established? Hang on a minute. Can we not trade because it's not our capital? Yeah, I don't know exactly what's going on. So we can't seem to trade with anyone. That's so odd. So even like Portugal, right? They're on the coast. Is it from my capital? What? Cannot trade. A sea route from their capital cannot be established. And who's someone like here? So that's Leon. Maybe it has something to do with this. It doesn't push all the way up to Ireland. Maybe we need to be in one of these major trading nodes. Or potentially it needs to be switched over to a trading dock. I'm not entirely sure. Regardless, we've got 78k in the bank now. And we can actually upgrade our city. So, let's try and probably convert this to a tavern. I think that's probably our best bet. So let's get a tavern here. And Dublin's also continued to expand as well. So we've got some sanitation issues still. But once we upgrade that... No, I thought that was a sanitation thing. Where's the sanitation stuff? Oh, I've accidentally built a watermill here. 25 manufactured goods. Oh, I just assumed that looked like a sanitation sort of building. Regardless, we can build one in Dublin. It doesn't particularly bother me. Oh, we've got manufactured goods. Right, okay, that makes sense. Okay, in Wales here, we've got a fort. I wouldn't mind actually converting Dublin to... Oh, okay, so we've got a city or another city. So what's the difference? Tax rate seems to be the major, but you get better resource. Okay, that's going to cost 4,000. We probably should do that eventually. Okay, let's continue to break this down. We might have to bring this down because public order is going to be an issue here. We're going to need a tavern. As much as I like that wine resource, the natural resource of copper, it's copper, I thought it was clay, is going to be far more important. Okay, so we can't get any more reinforcements from here, recruitment-wise. And I have a feeling that religious building did have something to do with recruiting more. Okay, so let's try and get some cavalry here, I guess. I'd rather you recruit something than nothing. You are going to need cavalry within your army itself. And if the Welsh attack us, we'll throw them back. Okay, Alexander's gone further up in stats. Let's go with tactician and motivator for campaign movement. Okay, cool. Let's end the turn and continue. Let's allow for more replenishment to come. And if the Welsh attack us, we'll throw them back into the sea. I would imagine they would, because it's their only city. Have the Welsh come up yet? Yep, they have. Non-aggression with the Papal States. I'm more than happy to accept that. Oh, they've disembarked outside the city. And they're rotting away as well. Natural causes. Oh, 60% altitude. Oh, wow. Due to the closeness of our borders and the peace between us, relations with this neighbour have begun to improve. Okay. Not exactly what I wanted. Edith is now their king. Maybe it's because John's dead. Or something. I would like to get some money out of you with these superb relations going on, but it doesn't seem to look likely. Regardless, 7 units of the Welsh have disembarked. They do have some of their own Templar units by the look of it. Regardless, even though we're not at full capacity, replenishment. Copper veins. Let's get some copper veins in, and let's break this down and get a public order building here. We're still, hopefully, going to try and continue on our recruitment where we can. I would like some more. You've already hit the max number of this unit. Yeah, maybe we need to switch back over to army recruitment capacity. Maybe that did it. Regardless, King Alexander, his father William was the man who declared war originally against the Irish and the Welsh. But Alexander, King Alexander, will put the nail in the coffin. So let's march out against the Welsh here. They're going to flee into English territory. However, I'm going to try and finish them once and for all. I don't want to piss off the English too much. So I wouldn't... Yeah, I was going to try for military access. But it looks like we're going to have a battle just over the border there. We're coming up against 3 units of spearmen, 1 unit of their dismounted Templar swordsmen, and some longbowmen here. Good, let's have a battle for this episode, and I'll show off the Templar Knights that we're going to be fighting with, Crusaders. So, let's fight this one upon the battlefield. So we've had sort of a zealous, religious upheaval in Scotland. So, these guys are going to be keen Crusaders when we eventually go for the Ayyubid Sultanate in Egypt, when we hopefully try and take Cairo. Once we've done with that, we'll try and establish a Catholic Egyptian regime. Okay guys, welcome to the battlefield against the Welsh. It's a dry day. I'm going to try and roll, because I want it to be a lot sunnier. No, we'll just take it how it is in Mercia regardless. Let's go with the front line of our own Scottish footmen. I think they should be the first to charge up. Then I will allow the Crusaders, the Templar and the Hospitallers on the left and right to flank and envelop. Archers as well. We're going to be incredibly aggressive. We're going to try and hit them hard, and just go for it. And then we'll move our cavalry on the left and right as well. My army is a little bit exhausted. The numbers of these are quite low, but we should be alright regardless. Okay, that needs to be closer in. Okay, cool. Let's start the battle. Let's see what they do. Okay, so a lot of English-inspired soldiers, but then they do have their own Templar Knights here as well. Okay, let's move back and have a look at ours. So here is King Alexander. The first time we're seeing him, soon to be Alexander the Great, Alexander the Conqueror. Okay, well, let's have a look at these units. We haven't actually seen them for the first time The enemy trembles before our superior numbers. That's good. So here are our Scottish foot knights, of course. Scottish royals, heavily armoured and nobles. I do love the scarf thing we've got going on here. Moving further back to our second line, these are the dismounted Templar Knights. Scottish. And then we have the Hospitallers as well. Stock standard archers. And that's the same on the other side. Let's have a look at our cavalry. So here are the Rittbrüder. I don't know what that means in German or whatever. But here are the heavy shock crusaders. And we have more Hospitallers here as well. These guys are fantastic. Are going to make up the majority of the Scottish army. Okay, well, without further ado, let's charge. Charge straight up. Allow these guys to flank as well. Move my archers up. And the king. And then we'll try and flank with everyone else. Men, move out. So King Alexander's now given the order. We've pushed over into English Mercian territory. But it's worth it. My crusaders on the left and right. God, they look badass. Yeah, so once we knock out the Welsh, we are going to go and regroup, consolidate, and then have a crack at the English, I reckon. Okay, let's just hope their longbowmen aren't in range. They don't seem to be. I want to try and flank with my cavalry if we can. Okay, what's the range? Not quite still. Okay, my swordsmen are slowly but surely gaining ground. We've got our own Scottish swordsman in the centre, and we're allowing the proficient flanking ability of the Crusader Knights. But what a difference these guys make than just bog standard Scottish sergeants. Their Welsh longbowmen will be in range soon. But apart from that, this is going to be a good fight. I'm just going to hold my cavalry back. 66. Yeah, we only slightly outnumber them there. Okay, I'm going to have to get my archers to halt here now. Okay, we're getting some shots. Shields nice and high, lads. So let's engage this while you engage that. So there's going to be a front-on charge here against my Scottish Knights. And there's going to be a lot of friendly fire there. Just due to my archers having a crack. Try and envelop around the back there. But here's the charge. Scottish and Welshmen going toe-to-toe. Let's try and flank around with this as best we can. Okay. Somehow this cavalry unit's somehow giving him the slip. Okay, we're going to have to flank like this. Okay, if you're going to allow... Yeah, look at this. That's what we want. Yeah, hit them, hit them, hit them. Flank and go. Same with you here. Hit that. Surround and get them. Go, 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 go. Get the cavalry around as well. So, we're going to have a Templar flank here. Go for it, men! Carve up these unholy men. They are not compassionate. They are not generous. They are not true Christians. Alright. So we're just smashing them here now. Let's hit these guys in the flank. And show them a Crusader welcome. Wasn't even a very strong charge. Most of them have been smashed. Ah, yes. Deus Volt. But sir, we're Welsh. Deus Volt. We are not infidels. Deus Volt. Okay, so they're general units now here. We're just carving them up. I just need to remember not to execute or sack Christian towns, because the Pope will despise us for it, and give us some bad bonuses. Okay, so that's it. She's all over, Red Rover. We've beaten the Welsh officially here today. We've had some really good fights against them, to be fair. Okay, I'm going to allow my archers to halt now, and let's just allow the last of the Crusaders to run down the remaining Welsh. There we go, there's one. Oh god, these guys look fucking badass. Alright, let's continue on. Try and run down as many of them as possible. Good. Okay, so we deployed 1,738. Wow, we lost like nothing. Yeah, no, sorry, we deployed 1,795. And we've got 1,738 remaining. They only deployed 730. And lost basically the entirety of the army. Yeah, they did. So let's see how our men did. Who did most of the work? Who were the MVPs? Who did most of the heavy lifting? So our Scottish swordsmen there, 25, 43, 95. It makes sense. They attacked the enemy head on and went straight for the head of the army. Took the brunt force. While our Templar Knights and Hospitallers flanked 37, 28, 30. Archers didn't really do too much, probably crossed more friendly fire than anything. However, our Crusader Knights, 905, 64 there. So what did most of the work for them? Oh, only 12 units with their... Oh, okay, we can actually see, because it's so low, we can actually do the math on it quite easily. So, 53 kills they achieved in this fight. And we lost 57. So we only had 3 kills, 3 Scottish deaths due to friendly fire. That's interesting. But regardless now, we've officially finished off the Principality of Wales. Okay guys, welcome to the campaign map. So we've decimated their entire army. And let's take on warriors, I suppose. Okay, hopefully that doesn't piss off the English too much. We got a trespassing trade. Oh, that's a Kingdom Come piece of artwork there. Oh, that's very nice. Okay, well, regardless, we're going to push back to Wales itself now. And we're going to try and replenish where we can. Right, so I need to sort this out. Maybe I need to move my capital somehow, if that's still applicable. Can I do that? Can I actually move? Can you move capitals in Total War 2? I can't even remember. But we've got a port here. Maybe it's not by land. I'm not entirely sure. I'm going to have to figure it out. But regardless, guys, unfortunately, it's time to end the video and episode here. Thank you very much for watching episode 2 of the Medieval Kingdoms Total War 1212 AD Kingdom of Scotland Let's Play. We're going to sit back, relax, construct both in Wales and in Ireland. Continue to improve Scotland where we can, and build a big enough army to contend with the English. By the looks of it, once I get spies and stuff, we'll be able to see further. But I think we might be able to attack them. They seem far from home. The problem, as you can see here, we're only strength ranked 24. The English are currently in 3rd. They have 8 regions here. They are all with the French and Burgundy. We might be able to take England itself from under their nose, and while they're sort of dealing with the French, I need more military allies, to be perfectly honest. We might be able to with the French. Oh yeah, non-aggression pact to start things off. Yeah, that's good. I might be able to dive into some diplomacy. Not really too much. You'd think Castile would stand with me. We need allies. That's the problem. Regardless, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more videos on the channel. Unfortunately, guys, it is time to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know in the comment section down below your feedback for the series. And if you'd like to see more, that's the best way to ensure more content. Leave a dislike if you're not enjoying the series. Check out my social media links if you want to stay connected with me. Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, all in the description below. Highly recommend Twitter. Every single time I post a video, a tweet goes out. It's much more reliable than the YouTube sub box these days to get all the notifications for the channel, you have to click the bell, of course, to join the notifications squad. I do enjoy reading those comments. Patreon and merchandise link in the description below, along with the Steam group. Come and join the community on Steam. And on that note, unfortunately, I have to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching once again. Make sure to take care of yourselves. Go out and have a fantastic rest of your day. My name has been Simpzy. Goodbye. Really close cinematic shots here, pushing through the bridge. Oh, look at... That was probably the shot of the video there.